Hey, this is Nick again. I'm doing another review on my CT Bobcat 1025. I wanted to specifically talk about the ground clearance on this. If you go on the Bobcat website, the CT1025 and CT1021 appear to have about 6.3 inches of ground clearance. It's not a whole lot of ground clearance considering a mole hole is like 6 inches in my neck of the woods in the Pacific Northwest. But it really didn't shy me away from the Bobcat Ct1025, but I have learned some stuff I think is really valuable if you're thinking about buying this specific tractor when you look at ground clearance. So the first option you have, and I actually bought the option, was the $2,000 belly mower that's 60 inches wide. I have another view or another video on that you can click on, and that reduced my ground clearance quite a bit. So when I'm using my tractor and doing stuff like digging ditches or working out in the barn, I don't have my belly mower on because it cost me $2,000. So lo and behold, one of the big downfalls I've had is crawling underneath the tractor and actually looking what's going on there for that 6.3 inches of ground clearance. So what does that mean to me? Does that mean that there's 6.3 inches between the ground and my front axle, or where's my lowest spot? And the one thing I'm going to zoom in on and try to take a good picture of, give me a second, let me get this camera adjusted, is you can see right here is my oil filter. 6.3 inches off the ground, I have an oil filter, or a filter of sorts. I'm assuming it's my oil filter, as you can see there. So there's a huge weak link to this. It's not like you're just going to potentially, scrape your axle or something. We're actually looking at doing some significant damage to your tractor if you don't maintain that 6.3 inches of ground clearance. Now, one of the things I've noticed is you can go onto Bobcat's website and you can buy some accessories. And there is an accessory. There's a guard, it looks like, you can buy for about $70. If you guys aren't buying a mower deck and you plan on using this out and about, I strongly encourage you to look at buying that guard for that oil filter, because there's just not a whole lot of ground clearance and you can do some significant damage. The dealers didn't talk about this with me at all. And I think it's one of the weakest links on this tractor that a lot of people probably won't be aware of until after some damage is done. So that just sums up the ground clearance video I'm going to post today. Thank you.